Right, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your boy Andre, and this is another build video. This has been long time overdue. I have been postponing building my daughter's PC for a very long time, and the reason being is because of the COVID situation prior and the price hikes of GPUs, right? So it did take me a while to even get my hands on a GPU. But right now I'm going to first start with the motherboard. We can go and get right into it. So the motherboard we're going with today, I'm gonna get to the case but later on. If anything, you'll probably see, if you guys follow me on if you guys follow me on Instagram or on YouTube, you'll see some hints of what case I've been rocking. If anything, I'll just put it up on the screen of my handle for where my social media is located. Alright, so for the first thing we're going with the Gigabyte Aero G X570s Ryzen motherboard, socket the AM4. Alright, let's get this thing open and so you guys can take a look at it. I mean, it's an old motherboard, but it's still a goodie, right? So that's how I look at it. Again, this is my daughter PC. So again, she's not doing really much. This particular motherboard is somehow aimed at creators. I guess because of the features it has on it, right? So you have I believe it has Thunderbolt, Type-C connectors, expansion for M.2s, but we'll go over it just now. All right, so I'm gonna get this unpack it for you guys. Look, this is a pretty nice motherboard. I like it a lot. It looks nice, the white. It even matches my daughter's PC case. I'm gonna keep it right on top of the plastic. It's a brand new motherboard. At least I hope so anyway. So this is it, and I hope you guys can see how it looks. I'll probably do some close-up shots from camera B here. So let me make sure this is recording. So yeah, so this is how it looks. It's a pretty nice motherboard. I really like it a lot. The white. I remember years ago, here's a little story time. I remember years ago, I was looking to get started on building PCs, and I can't recall the motherboard brand, but I remember seeing an all white motherboard, and I just fell in love with it. I'm like, wow, it looks so good in white. But at the time, I was pursuing building a PC, but it just wasn't a back burner, right? So I reach a point now where I'm able to actually get components, put them away for a build. I do have a home now, so it does give me the ability to build some few PCs. Eventually I would like to build a server, so that will be another video for this channel, right? So let's get right into the CPU. Now I do own a couple of CPUs here. Where did it go? I have the Ryzen 7. This will be the 5800X, and I also do have the Ryzen 9 5950X, I believe it is, yes, and older version of the Ryzen 9, which I think is a 3rd gen, which I would just hold that off for the back burner. It's still a great CPU. But for the most part, my daughter, I realize my kids pattern. I have a son and a daughter, and these kids don't play the high-end games like we would. Whoever's watching this channel, I'm sure you guys are playing the hardcore Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, those Spider-Man games, or God, any high, those AAA games. My kids only play so far. Their pattern is just Roblox and Minecraft. So, and my daughter loves to draw. So hopefully this CPU should help them advance when they get older, right? So what I'm trying to say is that, let's just say my daughter loves to draw, and whatever program she's running, this should be able to handle that program, right? My son, he likes to edit, so slowly but surely, I've seen them progress. They have the little YouTube channels, and my son is into, editing and uploading his videos. Right now, his PC is up on the channel. If you want to take a look, I'll put it somewhere in the description or below or up on the screen. And you guys can come back to this video later on. So his PC is able to edit, play the is able to play high-end games, but he don't play high-end games, right? He just loves to play his games that he's currently playing, which is Roblox and and what you call it, Minecraft. All right, so this is the CPU right here. All right, and make sure you guys can see it on the other end camera too. Right now I'm rocking 2 cameras, so you guys can see it on both angles, from top view and side view. So right now I'm going to slide in this CPU. If I get this box open. Never opened a box, guy. I had a CPU for maybe, 3 years now? Right? 3 years? 2 years. 2 years. It's so interesting how on the type of packaging these guys do with these things, but hey, what can you do? As long as it has some sort of protection, which this is what this is supposed to be. Alright, so this is the CPU. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide this bad boy right in this motherboard. Now, this motherboard should be 500 series ready, right? Now, this thing locked open. As everyone else knows, obviously look for the triangle and keep the little triangle matched up to the motherboard. Now, where the hell is that motherboard? Now, where the hell is that triangle? I think I see it. Ooh. Boop, and then you just lock it in place, guys, like so. That was the easy part. All right. So let's go over to the RAM sticks. So let's take a look at the RAM sticks and see what we got. I'll be right back. Wait, do I have it? I do have it. Don't have to go too far. So the RAM stick I'll be going with is the 2 DDR4s. I believe these are low profile memory sticks. Now I do want to get one more set. Just haven't gotten the chance to get to that purchase yet. But these are, I'll just put the first 2 in the motherboard for now, and then come back and then add the 2 more. So, or should I go with the other ones? No, keep it white. I want to keep it. So right now, in case you guys haven't noticed, I'm trying to go for that. Since the motherboard is white and black, I'm gonna try to keep that white and black theme going, right? With a little blue. Is it blue or is it really clear? Let me see. This is blue. Alright, so a little hints of blue. So let me get this thing cracked open, and so you guys could, so I get this thing in there again. Brand new parts. Have a lot of parts here laying around the house. In my lab, I should say. So in case you guys are wondering what these are, the DDR4s, 36 megahertz. The RAMs. I'll probably show it here better. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I will tell you guys. I tell you, sometimes with the focusing, it does get kind of annoying, but yeah, it's part of the job, right? All right, so you can see that. Yeah, you guys can see that. So let me get these things in the motherboard. All right, so on the motherboard, it tells you where you should insert the 2. If you're just using 2 RAM sticks, it will tell you where to locate them. So if you look, I don't know if you guys can see on the motherboard, but I will just tell you. Come more out. So here it tells you where to put it. Okay. Now this PC is for my daughter. She doesn't know I'm building this for her. Right now she's in bed. She got school in the morning. So D1, D2. So D2 is right here, and D4 is right here, or B2. All right. So we basically got to do is line up. Can this be a tutorial? Yeah, why not, right? If you're first time building this PC, especially use this particular motherboard, welcome. This again, my name is Andre. Subscribe to the channel. I am a tech YouTuber. This particular channel specializes around tech. I also have a playlist where I deal with sound system. So what I'll do now, I will just slide this in to my motherboard. Yep. That's it. Next one. This one goes into here. No, sorry. Right here. Oh, so I got the clicks in. So eventually what I'll do again, I would purchase 2 more to get in here. I like to have more RAM, and I like to have a lot of RAM in the motherboards. Not necessary, but for the most part, I would like to have more, just in case the kids like to do a lot of stuff on the PC. In terms of my kids also play VR, right? So you need I like to have a lot of headroom for VR, a lot of headroom for multitasking, a lot of headroom for editing. So as these kids get older, they're definitely going to do a lot more. All right. So the next thing the only thing I don't have on hand is screwdrivers. So I gotta find a screwdriver and get these plates removed and insert the M.2s. All right. So this would be day 3. I had to stop from the day 1 on setting up this motherboard. Reason being, turns out that the screwdriver I had went bad. This was one of those knockoff, what do you call those? One of those knockoff kits. Yeah, everyone knows popular online. The Fix-It kit. So it went bad. So luckily I had to go online and order a new one. So the one I got today is by Kingsdun. It's pretty cool, guys. Automatic screwdriver. This will help me out a lot while taking apart the M.2 shields, right? So I'm going to get that done today. And it also gave me some time to think about the Ryzen CPU that I installed on this motherboard. Now I am reconsidering installing the Ryzen 7 5800X. I think I'm gonna take this back and then just install the Ryzen 9 in this bad boy. So let's get started on doing that. The reason I'm doing it is because, you know, I guess I've been doing a lot of research on the motherboard and as well as the CPU. Yes, it does get hot, the CPU. But I just feel as though with this particular motherboard, I'm not doing it much justice, especially if I have the CPU on deck, right? So I'm going to just take this out and install the Ryzen 9 in here. might have caught somebody off guard of this one. I'm sure someone said, a Ryzen 7? What's wrong with this guy? So, there we go. So, my daughter will be getting the Ryzen 9 5950X, 16 cores, 32 threads. Yep, she's moving up. I mean, as of right now, she wouldn't know what it means, but how it's powerful in her PC, right? Because eventually what she wants to do, like I said, is editing. Drawing. So here we are, right in there. There you go, right in there. I ain't going nowhere. Make sure I ain't going nowhere. There you go. For the next thing I want to do is, now with the M.2s, what I will be installing. So I figured what I would do, I have one PCIe. I'm going to use 3 M.2s. Now here's a key note that I want to let everyone know about this particular motherboard, right? Now, the first M.2 slot will have no effect with any other components on the motherboard. 1 and 2 slots. But when it gets to the third slot, which will be right here, the third slot, things start to get a little finicky. So in other words, this 1 slot and 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 4 slots will have some caveats, right? So for example, if I use this slot, I believe what will happen, I will lose the PCIe at the bottom, okay? All right, so let's get started on that real quick. So like I said, I got this new screwdriver. The link for this screwdriver will be down below. I will make sure to put it on for anyone who's interested in getting this screwdriver. It works really well. It comes with a lot of, I didn't think, see, I just ordered because the price was pretty good, but it came with a lot of stuff which I didn't put on camera, but maybe because I already put them away, so I didn't bother on showing it. But it came with a magnetic mat. It came with some squeegees, I don't know how you guys would call it, to pry things open with. It came with a suction cup. It came with a good amount of tools. All right, so I got it taken off. Now it looked like I may need some screws. Let me go back into the box. I believe these are M.2 screws right here. All right, so the first M.2 I'm going to install, the top one's going to be a 2 terabyte. You know what? I mistakenly didn't open this one up. Give me 1 sec, guys. Hold up. There we go. There's like a little adhesive. There's an adhesive right here you want to pull off. This will help disperse heat from the M.2. So yes, this is a PCIe 4.0 NVMe. Up to 700 megabytes per second. Up to. All right. So I'm thinking, unless, let me see maybe what I could probably do. Like, I think I want this as a, let me see something. There's the screws. Yeah, so got this screwdriver here, which is pretty awesome. Again, I'll leave in the description down below. Hope that's the right screw. What I would recommend if you do get a hold of this is not to hold this screwdriver too tight. Like leave it light like this, so you'll be able to rotate it in your hand. So that way, when the screw is tightened, it will rotate in your hand, letting you know that the screw is tight. So that way, don't grip it hard. Let it do its thing, and then, like for example, if I see it spin, let me try again. See, let it spin like that. All right, so this will be the boot for the motherboard to Windows. I'll go get my hands on more later on. Just that these things are very expensive. 980 Pro, PCIe 4, right? But the thing is that motherboards are, you don't really see the 700 megabytes per second. It all depends on what you're doing on your system. But you know, right now I'm gonna give her a 2 terabyte boot drive. Let's see, I don't have too many Samsungs, so the 700. You know, sorry guys, I probably just fast forward. I think it's probably boring for some of you guys, but it's always good to see, see people change their minds as they're, they do their thing. It's human nature. Sometimes, and I don't mind. I don't mind showing it on camera. So. Unless what I would do, this is a 500. No, this could be used for something else. This is a 1 terabyte, and I prefer Samsung only because I like that Samsung. What's that app? Something Magician. They have this nice software. Look at this thing. It's a beast. This is a beast. 2 terabyte. And you know why? And you know what's crazy about this is that you probably think, why are you doing so much for this little girl? She's only 10. No, she's only she's not a little girl now. She's 12, right? And I could just see her doing a lot on her computer. She always wanted me to build her computer. She likes to draw, that sort of stuff. So I don't mind doing this for her. So that way she has the room, she has the capabilities and headroom to do whatever she wants to do. Now, in terms of storage for her, what I like to do, I like to tell my kids, especially my son, and I will be telling her the same thing, is that when you're downloading new programs, please do not download on the C drive. This is normally the C drive. Don't download on the operating system. I forbid you to do that. I'd rather have you download on another drive, a next drive, as long as not the C drive. I would like to name it the G for games or V for video games or so on, but I do not like to have a bunch of software on the operating drive, and then after a while it tends to slow down. So I do tell my son that all the time. I believe he has, so this PC will also get a hard drive. She has a couple of hard drives I did pick up, and guys, I am a big fan of hard drives. I don't understand. It's great for saving files. It's great for moving files back and forth. I do use hard drives. Don't get me wrong. I mean, come on, hard drives has came a long way, right? So I am a big fan of hard drives. So this system probably get 1 or 2 hard drives and 1 SSD. All right, so she have enough space to do whatever she wants to do, play her VR, do her video recordings, whatever she wants to do, she could do from this platform or this motherboard right here. So right here I have a 2 terabyte PNY. Good, this is pretty good. Okay, speeds up to 3500 respectively. Writing speeds is 3,000. Look, that's more than enough for this. This is more than enough. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that. All right, so it's pretty well fit for this. Okay, so I'm gonna slide this into as well. Let me get this thing open. I think it's my first time using a PNY in the system, but they're good. They're good memory sticks, guys. They're good. And what's so crazy about the PNYs? You don't see too many reviews on these things. Crazy enough, you don't see too many. You see. Yeah, you see, I guess because the writing speeds, everyone wants to go for the big one, the big one, Tim Allen. So, but this is a 2 terabyte, right? Yeah, 2 terabyte. So, guys, 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, another 2 terabyte. And I have to say, this is actually more. This system will have more storage than my personal system. Way more storage. Okay, make sure you guys can see it. So there you go. All right. So let me get the one more screw. All right. I like the screwdriver. I'll tell you, man. Pop that on there. I know some SSDs, you may want to remove the sticker, but what I understand prior is that these stickers also help with dissipating heat. So I'm just going to leave them on there, especially the Samsungs. Some sort of coating or some sort of layer that these stickers have helps with dissipating heat. So I have no worry about removing these stickers. Okay, so I want to do some clarity here. Okay, when it comes to the M.2 for the specific board. All right, so let's open these up so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. If I'm doing this, I like to give out right information. Okay. Once I get this open, I'll show you what I did, and I made little changes after going over some documentations for this motherboard. Now, originally I had an M.2 right here, but then I realized if I install the M.2 right here, I would lose functionality to the PCIe slot, which is right here. Okay, now I'm going to need this. I think I will need this later on. So what I did now, I moved it from here to here. What will happen when I put the M.2 here, I will lose functionality. These two, I want to show you the camera. These two will be unavailable. How this counted is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will lose 4 and 5 SATA drives or SATA connectors. Again, let me repeat that. If I put an M.2 here, I would lose the PCIe lane right here times 4. I will lose this. So I may want to use this. But that will be our next video. So what I did is that I moved it over here, which will be disabling the 2 SATA drives right here over in this corner, which I am okay with. And that's basically the update for that part right there. For all these are Gen 4s, M.2 slots. Okay, I'm not too exactly sure on the bandwidth, if I lose any bandwidth in terms of installing M.2 in certain slots, but if you guys know, please leave comments down below. But for the most part, I think I'm all set when it comes to M.2s. Again, I'm gonna repeat one more time for anybody who sees this video and has the same motherboard and install the M.2s and wondering why they're not seeing certain drivers, right, or certain devices. So this right here is going to be my boot drive, right? Sure, I could have put the Pro up here, but that's okay. I'm not losing. I'm sure the boot is going to be real snappy, so I'm not going to be losing any sleep, right? So I just put the Pro down below. This will be the data and transfers and saving files on this one right here, as of right now. I had one here, right? This one, it gets kind of trippy for some people. When you install this, certain aspects of the motherboard will become unavailable. So what would happen is that because they share lanes, right, or share bandwidth, you would say. So once you install one here, I will lose this right here, the the PCIe. I will lose this. Now what I did, I moved it down here, which on doing so I will also lose the 4 and 5, okay, which I'm okay with. I just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing, make sure that I don't want to be that guy giving out wrong information, you know. So let me just screw this back in. I like this screwdriver, guys. I'm never going back to another screwdriver, a regular screwdriver for a PC again. This is everything. This is dope. Hope I didn't do too hard. Let me. Oh man, I actually enjoy building PCs. I really enjoy doing this. It's actually therapeutic, especially when you know what you're doing. Even if you don't know what you're doing, the whole point of learning, the whole aspects of a motherboard, learning what part does what, why is it, you know, why this do that, and so forth. So it's pretty cool. And also, especially when you have the right tools, like this bad boy right here. What? I was tired doing this all the time. I don't know what Linus Tech was. I don't know, that Linus Tech screwdriver thing was. I was not feeling that at all. I don't know what to think about that thing. I think it took them 3 years. I don't know. But hey, I guess it's a start, right? So it's a start. I guess you consider that baby steps. I don't know. So, but I wasn't falling for that one at all. Wait, hold on. Almost forgot to take out this one off. So I'm gonna take off this tape here for the ThermoPads. Take that off and just slap it on here. So I'm going to explain this particular what I'm doing. So basically, I'm building a PC for my daughter. She's going towards that artist, you know, she likes to draw. So, and what's so cool about this motherboard, that it has the USB-C here, 2 USB-Cs here. And what's so cool about that is she likes to draw, like I explained earlier, and they got this thing called pen display. If you guys are familiar with it, please leave comments down below. But it's like a monitor, and it comes with a pen. Most come with a pen, and you're able to connect it, and it will also broadcast from the monitor, from the pen monitor to your actual monitor or your TV whatever you have your PC hooked up to, and latency is very low. It's very snappy. So that would be a cool feature for her to have, right? So that's one of the reasons I'm giving her this board right here. Creativity starts here, right? I also give her again the Ryzen 900X. I think because of this, the reason I took it out because I felt as though I was cheap. I was cheaping on the motherboard. It's a really good motherboard, and I'm gonna slap on a 7 on here. I had a couple. I got a couple 9s in here, so I just say let me just use one for her board. All right, so guys, thank you for watching. I did everything properly this time. Again, I moved the M.2 from the 3rd slot to the 4th, right? Which I'm okay with because it will disable 2 SATA drives, which I'm okay with. 4 is all I need. And then this will be available because I'm not using the 3rd slot. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this uploaded for you guys so you guys take a look. Again, let me just it's so easy for me to get sidetracked. This will be a part series, a limited series. I'm gonna go. So right now I'm doing the motherboard, right? I'm waiting for more components to come into to be mailed over here. Once I get the components, that'll be a separate video, and then after that it'll be another separate video. So I'm going by part for this particular build. My next one should be an unboxing with the AIO. All right, so if you guys want to see that, leave a comment down below or just subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, guys. Until next time, my name is Andre, and welcome to the Op Zone.